snap and then the defensive end. Both.
Welcome in, everybody. This is the Too Fat to Play podcast. I am Austin. That is Ryan. Week 9, right? Yeah, holy shit. Week 9 is in the books.
Brought to you by Sticks Golf Lounge, Humboldt, Kansas. Right down on the square. Stop in, have a swing, have a drink. Let them know Ryan and Austin sent you. In case you guys ever wonder what goes on before we hit record, we've made it known the last couple of weeks that we like to sit and watch a hockey game while we are recording. We both have stated in the past as to how much we enjoy just watching hockey. Neither one of us are diehard fans. I wouldn't even say either one of us has a true rooting interest. But we know one thing, that's possibly the greatest sport of all time. Yes, this is a football podcast. Yes, we've made that claim about this sport. Thinking about it, our discussion for the last half hour that is pushed off recording for far too long. And we're going to bring you guys in on it. Have you guys ever heard of like the emergency backup goalie in hockey? Yeah, that's where they just grab a guy, predetermined guy out of the stands, throw him into a an NHL game, and tell them stop those motherfuckers from scoring. World-class athletes.
Skating at
20, 30 miles per hour.
And with large sticks.
I mean, a slap shot well over 120.
We're just going to call it Mock Jesus.
Yeah.
Mock Jesus
Absolutely.
sounds right.
Yeah. It hits the net before you hear it hit the stick. Could you imagine? We brought up baseball as a great World Series. They went 18 innings.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's the bottom of the 16th. You're out of pitchers. You're sitting in the stands. You just completed the 9-9-9, and you forgot it was your fucking night. Guess what? Manager walks into the stands like, "Bud, I need you on the mound."
Oh, by the way, Shohei Freddie Freeman.
That's exactly what they did. My favorite one that we just got done discussing, you walk into the stadium, they're running a promotion, you don't know, you scan your ticket, congratulations. You look up, security goes, "Great, you're the backup emergency left tackle. You're playing the Browns." You were expecting to see 72 sacks and a win. You were not expecting to guard Myles Garrett. You were hoping to enjoy a game, not playing it. Hockey is truly a put your money where your mouth is. Put a stick in your fucking hand. If you're so goddamn good, sign up to be our backup reserve goalie. And we'll put you on the ice if, God forbid, 14 things happen. And it happens more often than it possibly should in the game of hockey. I feel like once or twice a season. And the story's always the same. The first period, 2-3 goals, just gets annihilated. Nobody's upset. It's kind of like playing the most important position with, let's just say you're on your 5th quarterback of the season. Right? Everybody's disappointed. They're not mad. And then after that, you just a shutout game. 0 points, 96 saves. You're bloodied. You dropped your gloves at one point. You came into the stadium looking for the beer and the hot dog guy and found yourself a pair of fucking skates. I love this game. I want to get into it so much more, but like baseball, the games are at the worst times. It's fucking 8 o'clock on a Wednesday.
I mean, I will admit, when was it last week? I don't remember what day it was. I think it was last Tuesday. It was going on during the World Series. They had a what they called a Frozen Frenzy, where they had like 8 hockey games just stacked on one another. Yeah, I did enjoy that a little bit.
My favorite time of the year is playoff football, and it's because it's one game after the next, and it's just 2 or 3 games. Like if you get lucky, 2 or 3 games, right? So I get the TVs rolling. I've got 3 hockey games and then the football game. I couldn't be happier. It's so much easier to follow football when you're like, oh, that was cool. That guy got fucking, like, he's dead. There's blood on the ice. Never mind. That was somebody else's blood. He just...
Nope, that was his. He's just staying in the game.
like,
it's only because he lost his 3rd tooth of the week. It's fine. It's a wild fucking sport. I definitely would like to go watch some live.
I want it.
NHL.
I can just tell you right now, the minor affiliate up in Kansas City, the Mavericks, that shit's fun as fuck. I could only imagine what going out to St. Louis and seeing the Blues play, or Memphis and the Predators.
I'd like to go watch the Thunder in Wichita.
Yeah, they play in the same league as Kansas City.
So, and I think I've told this story on the podcast before. I know I told it to you. Like, one of my biggest regrets. One of my biggest regrets was I had a chance to buy a box at a Mavericks game and I didn't do it. And that is one of my biggest regrets. I'm like, God, I wish I would have done that.
And now that I've been to a Mavericks game, oh, bro. Oh, man. Yeah. We're going to go this year. I don't know when, but we're going to go because Haley loved it too. We had such a good fucking time. It was the absolute best.
So I've never heard somebody talk about a bad time. Like, Disbro went to, I believe it was a Red Hawks game, if I remember correctly. And he was sitting there, he was in the stands, allegedly inebriated. And all of a sudden, he feels it get hit. He feels something like slap him on the head. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Turn around looking to fight, and a dude in a trench coat is holding an octopus in the air. He had just gotten slapped by a tentacle of this guy whipping out an octopus and then throwing it on the ice. I'm like, that is an experience I need to have.
That's fucking awesome. No, because we went last year, and it was so good because it was their Christmas themed night. So it was National Lampoon's Vacation, and their fucking sweaters had the National Lampoon Vacation, Christmas Vacation bullshit on it, and it was super cool to begin with. Well, they were also doing the teddy bear toss at the end of the game. And it was just such a cool fucking experience in and of itself. But yeah,
so I'd love to go.
Not only that, tickets are cheap. I've looked at them, and it was one of those other things. Like we talked about going for my birthday this last year. Just like $30 a ticket. Like just go. It's not the food inside the stadium's cheap or the arena. And it was free skate night. We didn't stick around, but after everything was done, they were like, oh, yeah, go grab skates, and it's free skate. What? Why? First off, yes. Should have done that. I would have probably died.
Yeah, I'm not putting... I can't do roller skates anymore. Now you want me to have swords? No, thank you. But all right, we should probably get into week 9.
Yeah, probably.
No, run through the podcast real quick.
That was a fun discussion beforehand. Had to bring you guys into that.
Yeah, so we sat down to record probably 30 minutes ago, and we've just been watching hockey and bullshitting. So that was fun.
That was good.
So week 9, I took down Team Beefsteak. Ryan gets a win against DWAC. 2 Girls, 1 Cup falls to Kareem Pies. Riley Reed Option gets a win over Long Duck Dong. What Are You Doing? Step Burrow takes down the number 1 Tallywhacker. 2 Thumbs Up takes down Glory be to the A-gap, which is disappointing because that means technically Sean retakes the lead based on points, moving into first place. I'm at second, both of us at 7 and 2. We have 2 6 and 3 teams. What are you doing? Stepboro and number 1 Tallywhacker. Beefsteak and Ryan is still rounding out the playoffs. Congratulations.
I'm on a heater.
Yeah, you won 3 in a row. Hold on, let me double. Yeah, you are on the hottest streak. You are officially the hottest team in the league. Riley Reed option, first team out. Long Duck Dong, Kareem Pies, 2 Girls, 1 Cup, Glory be to the A-Gap, and D-Wack. Those last 3 are all 2 and 7. This week, battle of the top 2 seeds, myself versus Sean. Bullets Pearsall versus Beefsteak. 2 Girls, 1 Cup against number 1 Tally, excuse me. Riley Reed option against Kareem Pies. It's just an always an iconic matchup.
Iconic. Yeah, it
is also, I believe, the highest projected scoring total. It is the highest projected scoring total between any 2 teams.
Expect them to hit the under.
What are you doing, Stepboro versus Glory be to the A-Gap? Come on, Dad, give me a win here. And Long Duck Dong is taking on D-Wack. It's just a whole mess, and I could really use some help.
Yeah, me too. So I could as well.
Might have to find some trades somewhere. I don't know when the deadline is in this league, but I'm gonna have to figure that out real quick. That just occurred to me. But all right, moving into week 9 as it was. We had Thursday night was the Ravens trouncing the Dolphins. Yeah, 28-6.
They fired their GM.
And quite frankly, based on what that roster appears to be, because I understand I understand firing the GM. Chris Grier has really not put a good team out there to begin with. But I also have a hard time saying that traditional football think is you need to fire Mike McDaniels.
Right.
I think the Dolphins kind of looked around and they went, there are 31 teams that would be interviewing Mike McDaniels on Tuesday if we fire him on Monday.
Absolutely.
That there are a litany of teams that would be bringing him in. Hell, there's probably 31 teams in the NFL, and Penn State, LSU, Florida. There's probably some colleges that'd be going, hey, you want to come here? I think they did a little self-survey there, and there's not a team that wouldn't be looking at McDaniels to hire him.
Yeah, I think a lot of that comes from the GM position, and as well as the mistakes that they've made with some of their draft picks. And it's not that they don't make good draft picks. Jalen Phillips, they just traded, was a phenomenal pick.
Jalen
Waddle.
Like they've
going
had
out
some good
getting
picks. But then
Tyreek.
again, you attach Chris Grier.
I think it's
to Tua.
Yeah, I think
because
it's the short
he
one.
drafted him and he paid him.
That's where your problem lies. You can see it in the way they play.
Yeah.
If Tua catches fire, you're gonna win some shit.
I just don't know if there's much fire left for Tua to catch.
Exactly.
That is just not the same guy that came out of Bama. That's not the same guy that got that big ass paycheck.
We act like he's had 14 concussions. The real number's like 60.
Okay, I was gonna say we're definitely underselling at 14, right? Like, yeah, I say the guy's. I mean, he's been. You can't just blame Tua.
No,
because the dude has been dropped on his head so many fucking times. But in the end, football's football, you know? And like I said, if they want to fire McDaniels, great. I will if I'm the Chiefs, I'm firing Nagy the same day. Like, and I genuinely there are 31 teams that would find a spot for him on staff.
There's one team that has an office ready for him.
Yeah. Hell, there's probably two.
That's
because the other LA team in the NFC probably also was like, no,
I'd even argue 3. Throw Green Bay in that mix. All 3 of them are like, I have your office right here.
Yeah, it's right next to mine. Yeah, so I was shocked when they didn't fire him and they did fire Greer.
I was as well, but it does make total sense. Who are you going to go with? And if you're worried about draft position, the last thing you need is to go reel off a couple of wins with a team that's got fire after firing their head coach.
Yeah, and I think
it was.
So I think
the
you're
stupidly smart thing to do.
I think McDaniels is, and honestly, I think I know who McDaniels is probably targeting. If they're going to let him get into the draft, if they're going to keep him as their head coach, I think I know who I would be targeting if I'm him, just because of what the style of the offense is. And that is the kid out of Indiana. I don't think he's the greatest prospect in the world at quarterback, but I mean, I also think, if he wants to go more of what they tried to, whenever Tua was still capable of playing quarterback, I think Ty Simpson's a better spot. But
see, I could see him completely fucking it up, and this now goes completely out of the question because of his recent injury. But Raiola out of Nebraska,
but he wouldn't have been available till next year.
And
I mean, if they're gonna
like Jacoby Brissett starting for a season.
I mean, I think if you don't love either one of the top quarterbacks in this draft, which same, I think Ty Simpson's an interesting quarterback. I don't think he's going to be great. Arch is not coming out this season. I think you wait until next year if you're really wanting a quarterback, which we'll get into this later, which is why I kind of like what the Jets have done. The Jets will Jets this thing. Don't get me wrong, but
absolutely, they're setting themselves up like the Lions. I just don't have the confidence in their ownership group who likes to
meddle.
Yeah. God damn.
They like to jerry it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Game of the fucking weekend, Chicago at Cincinnati. What a wild fucking ending.
No shit. But at the same time, as fun as it was to watch, and you brought up the Bears running back, I can't think of his name or try and fucking say it once I do think of it.
Kyle something. We'll call him Kyle.
Look, he looked good.
Yeah.
He looked great. You put up 47 on the Bengals defense.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
That defense
is terrible.
And has been for years. Did you see the report last week of Bengals season ticket purchasers like calling to cancel their season tickets for next year? And when asked, they're like, I'm sick and tired of losing, and like we spent all this money on players and they're hurt. And the fucking the customer service reps are like fighting back, going, oh, so you're going to blame the GM that drafted Joe Burrow and T. Higgins and all these guys and brought us to a Super Bowl. And then he's like, yeah, and the defense fucking sucks. You drafted 4 offensive players, no offensive line, paid the quarterback that's been hurt because the offensive line's so bad, and gave me no defense.
And then paid his 2 wide receivers. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong.
When they're healthy, it's an electric offense.
Hey, when they're healthy, that offense is the premier passing attack in the NFL. But, I mean, shit, Joe Burrow's been hit more than Andrew Luck was.
Yeah, like, it's so bad. And you have Trey Hendrickson. Cool. one pass rusher does not fill in the holes of the entirety of the defense.
That defense is just so bad.
Vikings dominate the Bears for 3 quarters. Or not the Bears, the Lions. What is this the Lions still trying to find themselves?
I think legitimately my take on the Lions right now is the Lions are the Bills of the last couple of years. Just all of a sudden, they have a game where they can't put it together. I mean, JJ was okay. It's funny, I texted both you and Disbro after his second touchdown pass, and I was like, and the question is McCarthy ... good? Disbro didn't text me back until like middle of third quarter, and he goes, average at best. And I was like, yeah, I know. I said that way early in this game. He's amassed like 43 passing yards since I sent that text in the first quarter. Like, I mean, I don't know. The Lions are such a weird squad right now. Like, I wouldn't want to catch them in the playoffs, but
no, they absolutely terrify me because they will rip your legs off still and beat you with them. But you might be just ahead enough to get through it.
yeah.
The other team that makes no sense is the fucking Packers. Here, talked about it yesterday morning with a good friend of mine at the gym. Big Packers fan.
You and Brett go to the gym together, huh?
No. I've actually invited this guy on to come on, but for his profession, it's probably best that he doesn't. Don't need anything incriminating. Talking about it, the Packers have no fucking identity. Are they going to pass the ball? In which case, Jordan Love is such the perfect... He is such the Packers quarterback. Because at one moment, he is Aaron Rodgers. And the next, he's Brett Favre. Because he'll just unleash a fucking ball downfield, and you're like, 60-40, this is picked. And it's either caught... Sorry, it's always caught. It's either a tutty.
Not always, because he threw that fucking wounded duck all the way across the field, and the only guy in the camera frame is Carolina's defensive back who bounces off his hands. If he catches that, he's taking it for 6, because there's nobody on that entire half of the field. The only guy in the fucking camera frame is the defensive back for Carolina.
I think that says more about Carolina than what I was saying.
I'm just assessing Jordan Love's throwing here. I mean, he threw the ball so bad the fucking defensive back had to go off his face as the only guy in the frame.
If they could either just commit to the run,
which you have Josh Jacobs.
So commit to the fucking run, or commit to the fucking pass. They get halfway through the game and they go, well, I think we've started making headway. They'll never notice if we change completely.
Yeah.
And they do.
So bad. The Chargers, in the end, it was fairly comfortable. But when they were losing without scoring or when the Chargers were losing without the Titans having an offensive touchdown, I was fucking up for it. I tell you what, I was stoked. But Chargers won the game. Lost Joe Alt again.
Yeah, I seen that again. That's the fucking nuttiest.
So you are now officially down both tackles. So here I go again. The two most devastating injuries in the game right now.
I'm going to let you know you are not alone.
God damn it. But the Chargers losing both fucking tackles. Grant, I can't say much because I was going to say this sure looked like it was going to be a three-horse race down the stretch for the AFC West. I just don't know that I trust the Chargers to, and I know they traded for an offensive lineman, but I don't know. I don't know how you.
Did you see this Ovechkin goal from the first period?
Yeah.
No,
Dirty.
Of course, that was number 900.
Yeah.
We did start the game late, so we started well past it. My God, that was absolute filth.
Atlanta loses 23-24 to the fucking Patriots. Not that I was expecting Atlanta to win. I was expecting the Patriots to win by a whole lot more than fucking one.
The Patriots are so young right now.
Yeah, but goddamn it, there were a lot of good games this weekend, really. And then I think my favorite tidbit of this week. Did you hear the what was reported after the trade deadline went by? Tennessee's owner walked into the team's war room for the deadline, looked at them and goes, "We're not taking calls or making calls to New England," because of how that relationship ended with Vrabel. They refused to make any moves that were tied to New England.
I mean, I get it.
There's a saying out there that's saying there ain't no petty like NBA petty. Tennessee Titan petty is apparently up there. San Francisco beats the Giants 34-24.
Michael Williams goes out with an ACL injury. Here we are talking about MetLife turf once again. This is not just because I've lost two defensive tackles and defensive ends on this playing surface. You just go back and look at the injuries at MetLife Stadium and wonder at what fucking point does that stop?
It feels like there's an ACL every week at that stadium.
I know that it's not it's like every third week.
But it sure feels. I mean, it just...
Because we're constantly talking about it.
Yeah.
George Kittle said it best. If there's a fucking meme out there about it, maybe there's something to be said about it.
Say an NFL field playing surface should not be the butt of a joke. I mean, RFK's got some wild shit that's gone on with it, but MetLife is just bad.
And it's obviously the two teams that play on it and practice on it don't have those injuries. Typically,
but again, OBJ, you've got
Saquon.
Like you've had guys go down on it, and I mean, there's just not been any meaningful Jets. I mean, aside from Aaron's Achilles,
which is nuts because that was still one of the funniest fucking moments.
The memes directly following it were pretty great.
And then Zach Wilson looking like Aaron Rodgers for the remainder of the season.
Tell you what, you brought the name up. That is something I'm interested to see. Now that Greer's gone, to see if Zach or Quinn.
I don't hate that idea. I don't hate the idea. Zach, couple years under his belt being a backup, getting out of fucking New York, I think he would fit in very well in Miami.
With what that system wants to do.
Oh, my God. He's Skylar Thompson but a little bit better.
He's a whole lot better than Skylar Thompson. Like,
And Skylar
not even
Thompson
in the same region of decent. Hell, I don't think Skylar Thompson's in the same fucking stratosphere as Quinn Ewers. But I think if you're talking about that offense, because Quinn Ewers is effectively a right-handed Tua.
Right.
He's accurate, doesn't have a great deep ball. I mean, I think Zach Wilson, if you can run him as the reclamation project in that system, if you run him, if you get, I mean, nobody's trading for Tua. We all know that. If you cut Tua this offseason and you're like, I don't love these quarterbacks, we're going to run Zach Wilson and go from there.
I actually love the idea.
I don't know. I think, and based on McDaniel's press conference, what's your plan for this week? We're going to go out there and try to attack our game plan and not throw 10 picks. Apparently somebody doesn't have faith in his quarterback. So I'm assuming, again, that's part of it, of why they let Greer go and kept McDaniels, is ownership went, we're done with Tua. And McDaniels went, me fucking too. Ask him about it. Like,
yeah, and you could see that relationship soured a long time ago.
Yeah,
between the two of them.
But I think
between the two of them,
Jesus Christ, shut up. But I think that might have been why Tua said some of the shit Tua said. Is Tua thought he was secure through the GM. And the head coach would have been the one gone.
Yeah, and he's been taking shots at McDaniels all season. And it has been now that the GM's gone, Greer's gone. Fuck, my safety blanket's gone.
Yeah, my security blanket, the guy that drafted me, the guy that paid me, is now gone. Just like I said, I think you have to do it the Russell Wilson way, and if you're going to have to do it the Russell Wilson way, guess what? That makes even more sense that you're paying a backup quarterback to be your starter in Zach Wilson or in Quinn Ewers.
Go out, offer a fifth for Mac.
Do you guys have Mac under a multi-year? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
they signed him to a 2-year.
Gardner Minshew. I mean, obviously, now it's a little bit in question. Carson Wentz.
Well, I mean, even if you're not trying to completely blow it up in Miami, go get Mac. Yeah. You want somebody a reclamation project whose stock is skyrocketing.
Yeah.
The guy right now he has grown up so fucking much since his days at Alabama and his first couple of seasons with New England. And he's taken such a Baker Mayfield career path right now. Him in Miami would actually fucking terrify me.
Yeah.
If they put a half decent offensive line in front of him.
Yeah. Say if you cut Tua, you cut Tyreek, you let both of those guys go. Then you draft offensive line, add in a few affordable weapons. You know, I mean, say I think he's a free agent at the end of the season. If you go add Rashid Shaheed next to Jalen Waddle, that team can be. It's not going to be great, but they can be in any given Sunday.
Yeah,
like
that's
easily.
A team that you could build around.
Yeah, and then where you got some pieces in line, you go, okay. By the way, here's our first round quarterback down the road. Here's Raiola, Arch Manning, if he ever gets to the point where you'd want to take him in the first round. You've got a lot better quarterback crop in 27 than you do in 26. And
or say it fucking pops off and you don't need to – if you don't have to draft a quarterback –
yeah,
because Sam Darnold experiment worked.
Mac Jones, Zach Wilson – because one of those guys, you went, oh, shit, no, we have a quarterback.
Yeah, that's your best case scenario. Worst case is he gets to audition to be a starter for a year, maybe 2. And It makes too much sense. Tua completely fucked himself. But first off, coming back after that last concussion, we all said it. We all seen it. We all, everybody knew what was happening, and he hasn't been the same guy since. And then he's got this fucking, I don't know where it came from, this fucking attitude about it afterwards.
I have a name for it.
Antonio Brown syndrome.
Exactly.
I think they just call that CTE. But
no, I think it's well advanced. It's just called AB. Moving on. Colts at Pittsburgh. The Colts looked horrible.
They looked exactly like the team that I thought they would be.
Oh my God, I was so confused. They didn't give JT the ball at all. Dude had 8 fucking touches. Indiana Jones turned into Danny Dimes. I don't understand what they were doing. I was pretty high on the hill of Shane Steichen for Coach of the Year.
I want to see how he bounces back.
Yeah. They need to do something, and of course now they get Sauce added into that secondary. Although I think giving up 2 first-round picks for a cornerback on a down year, on his second down year, is a bold fucking strategy, Cotton. But
they right there. They said we're all in. We know who Sauce can be, and
but
with their defense,
but if you're gonna go all in, don't get me wrong. If you're going all in, this looks like the year to do it.
Absolutely.
Kansas City looks like they're down. Buffalo looks like they're down.
Both of those teams are just so fucking inconsistent.
Yeah. But again, I think even right now, if Buffalo or Kansas City goes into New England and wild card divisional, if you're going to Indy to play the Colts and you are the Bills or the Chiefs, I think you walk in as favorites.
Oh, absolutely. I don't. Given history, I know they say Vegas doesn't go on history.
Bullshit.
Absolute bullshit. Going off history, but if you're going off the way these teams have presented themselves all season, I still have to give it to the Colts. Because aside from looking like absolute dog shit, their only other loss was a good fucking loss.
Yeah.
And they've dominated every other game. And sometimes...
Not the Rams game, but...
Sometimes you just get caught. I don't...
But
this one felt
in the same sense, that is the first time Pittsburgh's defense has looked anything like what we expected Pittsburgh's defense to look like. That
Dude, Joey Porter Jr. looked like his dad.
Yeah.
He was fucking everywhere.
That defense has been god-awful all season. And then they actually fucking showed up. So, I get it. I mean, to be honest, it's the same thing that happened, I believe, with the Chiefs. I mean, not that the Bills' defense as a whole looked great. That safety that they have, that Cole Bishop, another problem. We'll get to him in a minute. But that's the first time it's looked good all year. And Pittsburgh's offense, we know at this point, they're going to be able to score. They're going to be able to move the ball. Is it always going to be pretty? No. But they're going to make you respect something. They're going to make you have to pay attention.
Right.
But like I said, Pittsburgh's defense actually showed up, and Indy looked bad. And again, I'm going to equate this to kind of what I saw with the Chiefs. When you go into a team that you think you should beat, not that Chiefs-Bills is we're walking out with a victory game, but when you walk in with an assumption on a defense of one thing and then they play their A-plus game on you, you go, oh shit, that C- we just fucking threw out there. I mean, and in the Colts, I'm going to put lower than that. The fucking D- game they just ran out there.
Yeah.
Isn't good enough. And, I did have to laugh with all the, season's over. Ravens are going to win the conference, and then the fucking Steelers actually do something and beat the Colts. I was like, yep, AFC North, here we come. Just going to be a problem. Denver survives Houston after CJ going down fairly early, 18-15.
On a game winner, too.
Yeah. Jacksonville survives Vegas.
Holy Cam fucking Little, man. Nothing little about that guy.
Aside from height, weight, I'm assuming dick and leg are both his
fucking tree trunks.
Yeah.
Dear
68 yards. Granted, yes, you're indoors. You're in Vegas, so elevation's really not going to play a point to it. And I guess the dry air is also not going to play into it. But in a dome, 68 fucking yards with room to fucking spare.
Yeah, that was good from 72, guys. It was. Not only was it good from 72, it was a no-doubter at 72.
Hold on. I got to see where the game's at. Because I know they'll play them this year.
Although I did find it funny that
December 21st.
Oh my God.
3:05.
This is another thing that we talked about before the show.
Jacksonville on the road in Denver.
Trevor Lawrence. How do I want to put this? He's not going to have the opportunity. He's going to play football and do what he does. He's going to go 4 and out after getting the ball at the 20, and they're going to line up for a field goal attempt.
Yeah, that record might die in December.
I think if you're Cohen, you look at that game and go,
so you figure out where he can warm up from. You get a kickoff, let's say, at the 35-yard line. And you're like, you felt comfortable at the 37. Okay, we hand it off to ETN. It's second down. Kick the field goal. We trust your leg from here more than Trevor.
How demoralizing to a fucking defense would that? But just like, they are scoring every drive. They got the ball at the 50. And fumbled it. It was 3rd and 27. And he kicked a field goal.
You know what I need in that game? Jacksonville to be down 2 with like 16 seconds left. Denver kicks the ball out of bounds. They get... No. With like 6 seconds left, Denver scores. They kick the ensuing kickoff out of bounds so that Jacksonville gets the ball at the 45. And Jacksonville just trots out Cam Little.
Absolutely.
For a 75-yard field goal.
Absolutely. I want to see it. I want to see it so fucking bad.
That's the only ending I'll accept in that game. New Orleans gets it pushed in by the Rams 34-10. And then they turn around and trade Rashid Shaheed.
They literally got so pissed off at the Rams annihilating them that they said, you know what?
Well, let's give what could be the MVP, the offensive player of the year, a third guy. You know what Seattle really needs right now? A guy that can take the top off of your defense.
You hurt us so bad, we're going to make sure that they beat you twice.
Just fucking wild. Kansas City loses to Buffalo 21-28. I think I've seen a lot of people react a lot of different ways to this game. And to me, I just look at it as, yep, we lost. Buffalo has won their 4th consecutive Super Bowl or 5th consecutive Super Bowl, whatever the fuck it is now, by beating the Chiefs in the regular season. The Bills, to me, sucks we lost because the Chiefs needed that win. I'm not trying to poo-poo. Being a game over 500 9 games into the season isn't fucking great. But the way I look at it is the Bills just played one of their better games of the season. Offense, defense, special teams.
I would argue they played their best half of the season and then sat down the second half. They completely rolled over in the second half of that game. There was nothing. The Chiefs came, quote unquote, storming back.
The second half was what the Bills have been most of the year.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I can live with that. Yeah, they played their best half. They played an A+ half. The Chiefs played a C+, C- game.
Which I would argue, aside from the last 2 weeks, is how they've been playing all
Right.
season. They played the exact same game that they have been all season on average. And the outcome was exactly how it, because if you take both of these teams' average for the season, the score is this. That's how the game plays. The Bills have been the slightly better team all season. They are a 6-2 team. Can't take that from them. Chiefs are 5-4. Can't take that from them. They are literally their fucking record. And that's only because the Bills have been on a bye. Otherwise, I'd say they're fucking 6-3. Like there's another loss in there. I've been watching
but again, look who the Bills have played. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, Kansas City's 1-4 against fucking teams over 500 right now. I get it. Okay? The Chiefs have played good teams. The Chiefs have played 5 teams with winning records.
Looking at the NFL this year, it's been so wide open. I can't stand anybody that is going to sit there and, I thought Ovechkin was going to fucking shoot it from there. I was like, you're at fucking half ice. Go for it. Let's get 901, I guess. But hearing pundits talk about the Chiefs being Super Bowl champions this year because we're 8 weeks in and they're fucking playing their best football. And then Turner, none of these teams have looked, not a single team outside of the team that we're going to talk about next has looked consistently
like a Super Bowl winner.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I could have said the Colts until they laid that fucking dud this weekend, and they fucking come storming back. Let's not forget, at the end of the game, when the game was over, they brought it within 1 score.
Yeah.
They came storming back. So that there is something to say about the Colts not rolling over there. But not the Bills, not the Chiefs. I'm not going to talk about the Saints. Not the Rams. The Jaguars have been fake all fucking season. The Broncos are so up and down, but I can't say they get lucky.
That defense carries them enough to get them wins.
And their offense is young enough right now that it's not going to click fully. That team is so terrifying. But the Texans have been demolished. The Niners, that team's not winning the Super Bowl. There's a reason they didn't make a move. They're 6-3. They're going to get into the playoffs and hope to play spoiler. Everybody's dead. Same thing with the Giants. The Giants, 2-7. That's a much better football team than 2-7 football team. Jackson Dart is a fucking player. The Patriots, at what point have they been a 7-2 team? Outside of right now being 7-2, they haven't played like a 7-2.
I would say consistency. They're one of the most consistent teams, but it doesn't look like a Super Bowl winning team.
It's consistently fuck. Thank God. Or fuck.
But Drake May has been awesome.
Oh, Drake May's looked great. The Chargers 6-3. I can't trust them. The Packers, not at all. The Lions, up and down. The Vikings, who fucking knows? The Bengals, not happening.
The Bengals are trash. That might be the worst team.
The Bears, the who? Yeah. And then right now the Ravens have 3 wins. Can they make the playoffs? Absolutely. Will they? Probably. I don't know why.
The
fucking Ravens.
Again, they'll probably win
Lamar
that fucking
Jackson.
division.
That guy right there that I have the Funko Pop, really cool looking Funko Pop. That you guys can't see that on the camera. I just realized that's Lamar Jackson right there. If you didn't know that, that guy's kind of fucking incredible. I hate playing against him. Pisses me off. I don't believe in the team itself. That guy's pretty fucking awesome. They're going to make the playoffs.
And the guy that wears number 0 on the defense.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Roquan. Yeah. Absolute terrifier. And then you have the next game, Seattle.
Yeah.
They've looked like Super Bowl champions. I don't trust them in the playoffs.
it's hard to trust a quarterback that laid a fucking egg last season on, and this will sound dumb, on a better offense. Shit down his leg. Shit down both legs. Front and back.
That team is so scary. It's loaded to the brim. That they're playing their best football. Everybody keeps wanting to tell me the Rams are the best team in the NFC West. I'm looking at it going, I think the Rams are going to win this next week. But I also wouldn't be surprised if San Francisco pulls it out, as hurt as they fucking are. You're telling me the Rams are better than the fucking Seahawks right now? In what world? The Seahawks right now are the world beaters. And their losses have been to the Niners and the Rams.
Yeah.
That's their only two losses. 6-2. No, yeah, 6-2 and 6-3.
Yeah.
The NFC, the entire NFL is wide open. The NFC has juggernauts, and then there's one that keeps busting down doors, and he's covered in duct tape, and there's a guy running behind him with WD-40, and they're like, we thought he was gone a long time ago. That's my team, by the way.
He's died thrice this season. But
like,
say in Seattle,
adding who they've added.
Say, and then you factor in, and because I feel like this has been overlooked. I've heard some people talk about it on the season. Their starting cornerback duo has been Josh Jobe and Reek Woolen. They still have Devin Witherspoon in that cornerback room. They have an all-pro defensive rookie of the year caliber guy that's not getting to play. It is so dumb.
Their linebackers are it's not the Legion of Boom, but it is.
They're good enough, man.
Fucking aggravating because I hate Seattle. That team. What are you gonna say about them? Who is beating that team?
Again, if Darnold turns into a fucking pumpkin again, who knows? But
absolutely right.
Like I think that's the NFC hope right now.
Is that
Darnold turns into a pumpkin in the playoffs again? Because right now, I mean, it's hard to argue against the guy for MVP.
Like you said it, he had a better offense last year. He himself is playing better football this year. Yeah. And then on the other side of the ball, Washington, something's not right with Washington, and then Jaden Daniels' arm.
Gross.
I don't.
Yeah, elbows don't go that way.
I know they said dislocated, but does that mean they can put it back on his body?
I mean, by the sounds of it, they're not ruling him out for the remainder of the season. Because I mean, it appears that it was a clean dislocation of that elbow. It didn't break.
Oh, it was clean, all right.
I mean, yeah, there was no break. There was nothing like that. And I've watched some of the national shows, and he shouldn't have been playing, or he shouldn't. And I'm like, these guys.
I don't know how to feel about that.
To me,
because if the season was lost, then I would agree. But at the time, you're 3-5. A win puts you at 4-5. 1 game out of 500 in the NFC least.
Yeah, you're still in a spot where you can fight for a playoff position.
So yeah, it's hard to say that he shouldn't be out there. If we're in week 17, by all means,
yeah.
But get him out of there. Hell, if it's after Thanksgiving and you've got 3 wins, we're down 30. He's already proven to be the franchise quarterback. It's a sophomore slump for him this year. The entire team looks bad. They're not running the football. There's no defense like we've seen. It's just been everything compiled, and it's kind of gets thrown on top of Daniels. So I'm I'm not blaming him because how many times do we see this?
Yeah.
It's and then he's just been pummeled. His offensive line has done him no service this year.
I mean, I don't want to be the guy that blames the front office, but when you're bringing in the guys that got Mahomes damn near killed in a Super Bowl to be your starting offensive lineman, maybe that's not the best look. Arizona beats Dallas 27-17, and then Dallas goes on a trade spree to add Logan Wilson and Quinnen Williams to that defense.
Logan Wilson for a 7th?
I thought that move, regardless of the Quinnen, when that was announced, which is what the trade that Jerry Jones had spoke about the night prior. When that was announced, I was like, no, that makes sense. He lost playing in time in Cincy. He wanted out. You needed a middle linebacker. I thought that was a great trade for them. I thought that trade made a ton of sense for Dallas. Giving up a first-round pick to go get Quinnen Williams.
I hate the first-round pick, but looking at what Dallas does with first-round picks, I don't think it would have fucking mattered.
What do you mean? It's not like they sent their last first-round pick in that trade. Oh, wait a minute. I thought them trading Mozzie Smith in that spot as an by the way.
Yeah.
Which I didn't get into my favorite by the way from the trade deadline. But, yeah. By the way, we traded our first-round pick from, I think it was actually 2 years ago, as a part of that deal to get Quinnen Williams. My favorite one was definitely the Colts and Jets trade. Everything was announced. Everything's good to go. And then all of a sudden it pops up. The Jets also receive A.D. Mitchell.
A.D. Mitchell. I thought that was incredibly weird. It's like, oh, yeah, it was definitely an by the way. It was like, hey, yeah, it was 2 first. Some guy, Mitchell. Yeah.
I'm pretty certain that they got to the end of that trade. They'd agreed on everything. And then the Colts went, oh, by the way, do you want A.D. Mitchell? Well, I mean, we already agreed on the 2 first. Like, you're not getting anything. No, that's fine. Do you want A.D. Mitchell?
Sorry, my draft calculator said this was wrong. How about this?
So
I have half-chewed Hubba Bubba.
We're not giving you anything else. Well, we just included A.D. Mitchell on the final trade proposal that we're sending to the league. A.D. Mitchell's now a Jet. Congratulations. And the Jets went, what just happened?
Thought we were trying to rebuild.
I am convinced that that's how it happened. The Jets got to the end of that trade. They were like, fuck yeah, we got 2 firsts for Sauce Gardner. And, hey, did we get a player back on that? No, why? Because we just traded for A.D. Mitchell. 100% convinced that's how that went down. The Jets didn't know they were getting him. The Colts were just like, slip that in there.
Hey, here's a tip. Keep the change.
Yeah. It's all in there, trust me. Fucking wild. All right, getting into this week's games, and we'll run through these fairly quickly. We're trying to get out of here a little quick. So, Vegas at Denver.
I'm taking Denver. Geno Smith looks like he's back in New York.
I'm taking Denver. I don't trust anything Vegas is doing outside of Brock Bowers. Atlanta at Indy.
I'm taking Indy.
I tell you what, I almost took Atlanta. I got real close.
If they didn't score so much and bring it to such a close game, if they got blown out last week, I'd probably be a little bit more apt to take them, but I'm taking Indy.
I'm taking Indy off the loss to bounce back.
Yeah.
Giants at Bears.
The Giants are the better football team, even without their running back, Scotabo. It is no longer just Halloween, so.
Yeah. I'm still going to take the Bears. I feel like the fire is dying on the Giants this season.
The way that team, just everything around Jackson Dart. I also, the Bears defense has been so historic, but it seems to be top down.
The wheels are falling off of that thing.
It seems to be top down. I don't know if they can generate the pressure.
That's fair. Bills at Dolphins.
Bills.
That's weird. Me too. Ravens at Vikings.
I struggled with this one.
I did too.
I'm taking the Ravens.
I was wondering if we'd be the same on that one.
Because of Lamar.
Yeah.
In the NFC.
100%. 100%. That's exactly what I came down to. I was looking at it and I was
NFC.
Like, Lamar.
See, I want to go back to when he got drafted. I do.
Browns at Jets.
Two things. Take the over on sacks for Myles Garrett. I don't care if it's 30, take the over. Also, spam the money line Jets.
Don't Browns.
Don't ask me why. Don't ask me. I will make that bet this weekend. I will screenshot it. I will post it. I don't have a lot of money to throw on Fanatics Sportsbook. I'm making that bet. I'm spamming Moneyline Jets, and I'm taking the over on sacks if I can find that prop. Absolutely.
I'm taking the Browns to win 14-0. Both scores. Myles Garrett sack, fumble, recovery for touchdowns.
One sack fumble. He's gonna have a pick six.
New England at Tampa Bay.
I struggled with this one as well.
You know, I didn't.
I'm taking Tampa.
I'm taking New England.
Ooh.
I think Tampa's where they've gotten to be a little shaky. I think New England's just the steadier ship. I'm not saying New England wins this game handedly, but I think they control this game to a win.
I don't hate it. I struggled with it. I just, up until 2 weeks ago, Baker was the MVP favorite. I get his offense is hurt, but they're still fucking running. So it's hard for me to not pick the NFC team. It feels like the NFC is the stronger conference this year until the playoffs, because that seems to be fucking the pattern. Saints at Panthers.
Taking the Panthers.
Panthers won last week. I'm taking the Saints.
The Saints are starting Tyler Shuck. I'm taking the Panthers.
I know what I said.
That's fine. Jacksonville at Houston.
I hate this game, Jacksonville.
I think what the fuck is his name? Long neck. I think Littlefoot gets a dub. I'm taking Houston.
Davis Mills.
Yeah, there we go. Arizona at Seattle.
Seattle.
Same. Rams at Niners.
As much as it pains me, I'm going to have to do what I did last time and take the Rams. They're not as beat up. They're putting it together some, although the Niners almost as beat up last time, came into L.A. It does not feel like the...
As stupid as this is going to sound, I'm taking LA because this is in San Francisco. I feel like if it was in LA, I might take San Francisco still to win this game. It just, the way those two teams play each other, it just, and the fact that fucking the faithful turn SoFi red every time. I don't know. My head's like, take the Rams. But there's that small part that's like, we know how this goes.
If the team was a little bit healthier, I mean, Mac Jones has 2 leg braces a rib contusion. I think he's got a bruised lung. I'm not entirely sure. Everybody's hurt. If the Niners pull this off, Kyle Shanahan for Coach of the Year. Like, I've said it a bunch on the podcast. Like, he needs to be... If he pulls this game out of his ass...
Yeah.
He could lose the rest of the season. If he pulls this one out of his ass to go 7-3 through 10 weeks with
that roster.
Practice squad guys. You have to give it to him.
That's fair. Detroit at Washington.
Detroit.
Same.
Gets back on track. Washington's dead. And Detroit likes to smell blood in the water. And they're going to look like world beaters for another week. And we're going to talk about them like the Bills next week and go, oh, fuck, here we go. And then be wrong.
Yeah. Steelers at Chargers.
The Chargers don't have tackles, and for some reason they found a pass rush.
Steelers. Same. Philadelphia at Green Bay.
Taking the Packers.
So am I. God damn it. I thought those last two games maybe there'd be some differences. Apparently, we spend too much time talking about football together.
Yeah, a little bit.
Green Bay's got to figure something out.
Well,
Philadelphia's got to figure something out.
They had a shit loss last week against a team they should have never lost to begin with.
Yeah. So
their highs to lows. The Eagles have been a mediocre football team all season long. I hope Green Bay wears their all whites again because those were fucking badass.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about it last week. How fucking shit were those Steelers Thursday night unis?
I would like to continue not talking about it.
Holy fuck.
I mean,
we've had some really, really good uniform matchups.
That was
and
awful.
Then last week. Last week's Steelers throwbacks.
Yeah. The Steelers, whatever the hell it was the Steelers were wearing against Green Bay, which pisses me off because that game was so simple for a uniform matchup. Green Bay's whites or their white and yellows against Pittsburgh's black and yellows. It's easy. It is so fucking easy.
Sorry, I meant the Packers
throwbacks.
Week,
yeah,
the leather helmet. Ugh, so bad.
And then it just gets so much worse because of Romeo Dobbs.
With
the Guardian cap. Homie out there wearing a goddamn beach ball on his head. Yeah, no, the uniform matchup for Pittsburgh Green Bay should have been uniform heaven. And then they trotted the fucking Steelers out in those goddamn horrendous digs.
Remember the old Bumblebee uniforms?
Yup.
That was 1,000 times better than whatever the fuck they pulled out 2 weeks ago.
Yes. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not hard to beat vomiting fecal matter, which is what the Steelers wore against the Packers.
So bad.
But yeah.
I also thought the Bills all whites were fucking clean. What was that? Oh, I think that was also 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Their rivalry uniforms. Yeah.
Some of the rivalry uniforms look gorgeous, and the Cardinals look so stupid.
So the Cardinals are dumb. I really like New England's. I really
love New England's.
Buffalo's. I really like Miami's. The black.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool. And honestly, that's probably just I like that style.
Yeah, the Miami Vice.
The Miami Vice style.
Yeah.
I like when a team has those kind of colors, the bright blues, the bright oranges, and then you mix a big black in on it. I think that makes for a really cool uniform. And I'm trying to remember, because I know you guys have one.
We do. It doesn't come out till week 18. It's all black, and they got the Western font on it.
Yeah.
And it's gold and red, and I need one of those jerseys so bad.
Yeah, honestly, I think I'm gonna double check because I honestly think it might just be Arizona that I hate.
Yeah, I think even the Jets ones
because the
good.
Arizona ones just look dirty. Like there's just, it looks like a muddy white jersey.
It looks like there was a dust storm. I get they're in Arizona.
I get the meaning behind it. It doesn't translate well to a jersey. The Buffalo's cold fronts look great. The midnight mode for the Rams, I think, looks fucking sick as shit too. Again, I loved Miami's. Like I would like to have a Jalen Waddle of the rivalry jersey. I thought those were fantastic.
Oh, that's right. I also did not like the Seahawks ones, which haven't been unveiled yet.
Yes. I really like New England's. The Jets is cool. I mean, it's maybe not. I don't feel like it's as impactful as a change.
No.
The Niners, I think, is cool. Just with you get that big gold outside. The Seattle ones, again, I know I'm in the minority here. I loved the highlighter uniforms.
I was with you on that. I did too. I thought they were just going to bring those back, and it was going to be always going to be right in the world.
Yeah.
And this black Niners uniform corrects the black uniform that they had in the past for Color Rush.
Yeah. But going back to Seattle, I feel like Seattle is just kind of a boring Oregon jersey.
Most of their, I would argue that a lot of their alternates are just boring Oregon jerseys.
That's fair.
But they marched out the fucking 90s throwbacks the other day, and those look clean as fuck. Might be my least favorite logo, but at the same time, it's so iconic.
Dude, and I wish the NFL would realize whenever you march out some of these retro throwbacks, Denver's oranges. Say Denver's Orange Crush unis, Seattle's unis. Who was the other one? There was another one that had that wore them recently, and I can't think of who it was now. But some of these throwbacks, they're so much better than what their current fucking jerseys are.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, hell, the Jags throwbacks to the Maurice Jones-Drew days,
the 2002 fucking jersey.
Like it is just mind blowing that we can put these throwbacks on, and then they instantly become the best selling jerseys you have, and then we're like, okay. And we're going to do
one of the worst I've ever seen. I forgot about this one the other night.
The Chargers all yellows.
It's so bad.
Which is so dumb because the Chargers have 362 phenomenal. And honestly, keep the yellow jersey. Put your fucking navy pants on.
Yes.
Simple fix. Put the navy fucking pants under that. It's fantastic. The all yellows is bad. It's to me, that's like the Chiefs all whites. I hate the Chiefs all whites. And quite frankly, I hate the Chiefs all reds too. But I just there's so many good uniforms out there, and then we trot out some terrible uniforms on a daily basis. Like I said, I like the rivalry jerseys. I'm interested as shit to see what happens because I think Kansas City's supposed to get one of those rivalries uniforms next year.
Yeah, I think
and
the AFC
Kansas City,
West and the
Kansas
NFC
City doesn't
East.
ever fucking get alternates. They don't get changes. They don't like changes, I'm assuming, from ownership. But it's infuriating because, obviously, we all know how I feel about the Chiefs uniforms. But, yeah, just wild. Rounding out kind of shit going on in the sports world, of course, the trade deadline has come and passed. There were 6 trades made on Tuesday, which makes it, I believe, what I've heard, like the third most active trade deadline in 35 years or some shit like that. Had a couple of big trades that we've already hit on: the Quinnen Williams, the Sauce Gardner, the Rashid Shaheed trade. There were a couple of linemen maneuvered around, and then Jalen Phillips to the Eagles. Of course, the fucking Dodgers getting that World Series win. Not that we like to echo Nick Wright too much on this podcast.
When you're right, you're right.
It's one of those. Yeah, it's exactly right. One of those situations where he made a really good statement, and I have to kind of echo it. That is the closest I've ever seen a team come to winning on multiple occasions that didn't get the job done. From Toronto, Toronto had two guys that were at or above the record for most hits in a postseason. Like it was wild what all had gone on. That was a hell of a series. It sucks that they didn't get to it. Going into that, everybody knew the Dodgers' weakness was the bullpen, and in Game 7 they pitched all 4 starters. It's a good way to avoid the fucking bullpen. Yashimoto, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Definitely deserved that World Series MVP. That's in the bad bum realm. That's realm. It's not. Got 3 wins in the series. Got the save in Game 7. It's not the same.
It's not even close.
But
it aside from the save, and as well as starting the day before, his strikeouts, his innings pitched, his every single statistical category.
So I think
why'd you have to go
game,
and bring up Mad Bum? Because what Mad Bum did in 2014, pitching 7 in Game 6 and turning around and pitching 2 innings in Game 7, he had 21 strikeouts. In those
also wasn't facing the offense that the Blue Jays had, which sucks as a Royals fan.
in those 2 games, he had 21 strikeouts. Yamamoto had 17 for the series.
I hadn't looked that far into it, but again,
I had the breakdown because obviously the Dodgers did win. I have to live with that. I do not like it, but I will not take any of this. Keep fucking Mad Bum's name out your motherfucking mouth.
No,
It
fuck
ain't
that
the
guy.
same.
I mean,
are you
hell
Joe
with him.
Buck?
no, but you can tell because I don't have Mad Bum's dick in my mouth, unlike somebody beside me here. But yeah, just fucking irritating as shit. I was very much looking forward to what I thought was a walk-off hit from Vlad Jr. in the top of the 11th that just died. That sucked.
Yeah. And then the fucking deep ball to left center.
The wedge ball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one, yeah, the wedge ball, but the out call at home. What was that? Was that the 10th?
Oh, yeah. If
He had the bases loaded. He had the bases loaded with 1 out, and you leave them stranded.
Yep. Yeah, I was not, and that was the 9th. That
was the 9th. You're right, it was.
But yeah. But I think with that, we are going to get out of here. I think, is there anything else? I feel like there was something else I was going to talk about. Now I don't know what it was. Yeah, I'm not sure. So, but we are going to get out of here. Thank you guys for rolling along with us. We sure do appreciate you. Until next week, be kind to each other, love one another, and always remember,
Fuck the Cowboys.